guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all okay. And as you can probably see, I've got Tricky here, and we're going to do some long reining with her and Dixie today. So it's obviously back to training with them. I've got to get her ready and get her fit because I am trying to book a lesson with one of my dressage instructors so we can get back on form. Stand, Tricky, please. Okay, bringing Tricky back into work, we've started off long reining just to rebuild fitness, rebuild tone, muscle, definition, things like that. But I'm very unfit, I'm happy to admit that, and I was very out of breath once running with her. So I do a lot of transitions throughout long reining. We go from halt to walk, walk to halt, and then once she's warmed up in those two, we then move on to our trot transitions. Now long reining, Tricka really likes to open up, and she does do it when you're riding her, but you have to really ask for it, and she has to be in that workhead mode. So long reining was quite good to see how much we had to work on, where our strengths were, where our weaknesses were. Now with Trix, it takes a little bit of time to rebuild her up. She is an older horse, but she has had a long holiday and winter off, so she's coming back in a little bit thinner in the muscle tone than I would like her to be. But obviously we're starting to come into spring and summer, so she's going to start putting more weight on. Her winter coat is starting to already shred, and I just want to work quite nicely with her. So I do add a few dressage movements into here. We're doing a figure of 8, we're doing circles, we're attempting to do a crossover, but it doesn't really work very well at the moment because she's not strong enough. But we thought we'd give it a go just to see how she looked. So I know that Trix needs to rebuild her muscle, she needs to rebuild pretty much all of it from the beginning, but this is why I long rein before just jumping in the saddle and going, yeah, okay, we're going riding. Rather long rein, get myself fit and get her fit at the same time together. Now with Trix, when I asked her to open up in her walk, as you see here, she really did start to open up and move her shoulder. Even on the circle, she was really opening up and trying to bend how I was asking out of her. Now with all my horses, especially my big two, they love to have your hands nice and soft. So whilst we were going around, I kept saying to myself, soft hands, soft hands, soft hands. So it was in my brain for when we're ready to move up to putting the saddle on and getting on her back. This is basically all we did for the last week, is just long reining and playtime and things like that. So it's been a bit of a slow time training, but it's been helpful to us. Now I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit and then I'll explain what we're doing when it comes to the trotting, but you'll get to see and hear exactly what I'm saying to her as we're going around. Good, well done, let's stretch. Good, bend, Tricky. Trips on the bend. Trips on the bend. Inside bend, please. Good girl, inside bend. Good, well done. And move. And move. Good, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on. Now it's a walk. As you would have seen, that was Tricker's weaker rein on her, so she was not incredibly happy to be on it, but we need to work equally on both sides of her to rebuild her up evenly, so we don't have one side weaker and one side stronger. So I say on the bend to her because it helps her remember, especially when I'm trying to remember soft hands as well, helps her remember that not to use her body like an ironing board and to actually bend as if my inside leg was there, using the inside rein of the long rein to just help her a little bit. So it just got a gentle fiddle with my fingers, go, that's where I want you to go, that's how I want you to bend. Now that was quite hard for her on the other rein, but on this rein she's really good. To start off the trotting, we obviously trot on a circle just to see if she's listening, if she's remembering pretty much everything I've been asking, especially from our previous training. So here she starts to try and speed up her walk because she's anticipating when I'm asking for the trot and for the walk. And then we get her trotting up again and I start running. So she was really trotting at a short stride, and it took a while for her to get up and to lengthen her stride. So I was asking for the lengthening along the long diagonals, which obviously I had to pick up more speed from, and then shorten on the corners. That was a little bit harder for her, but she did try her best. Right, tricks. Whoop. Good. Well done. One more. One more. This way. Good girl. Well done. Well done. Yeah, you can stretch. That's it. Working. Working. Walk. And bend. And bend. So on this bit you can really see Tricker extending out her trot, which is what I've wanted. Obviously beginning before this clip comes on, obviously I was just letting her stretch long and low but keeping her going forwards because she wanted to back off a little bit, and something in that corner she just really didn't like. So it was like, right, we need to get past this, it's not a scary thing, just walk forwards and then we'll pick up our trot after you've gotten over it. So it was really nice to see her extend that trot and extend going forwards and just really think about what she was doing. Obviously did add in some halt transitions as well. The short diagonals we added in to see how well she could extend that leg and extend back again, and just really get her working and through it. Obviously she struggled a little bit on the bends, and so did I, to keep her going forwards, but all of all it's good for her.
Nice stretch, good girl. Good girl. Alright, oh now. Oh. Good girl, square hold. So what you can see is Trix really working into her bridle. Dad's just taken over for me. It shows how unfit I am. I can't keep up with her. Good girl. Are you alright, Dad?
Good girl.
Yep.
No, not that fast.
We ended off leaving it on a really good note with the trot, and with how far we went and how fast I could actually pick up from a few pointers from Dad on how to control my own pace to keep up with her, but also how to extend my own legs when I ask her to move forwards and go forwards. And to end it off, we went on to a nice walk down and a halt on the centre line. Now I did overshoot X on the centre line, but she did an absolute perfect square halt to end the whole thing. It was literally so nice to watch this video back of her.
Alright, taking Dixie down now. Exactly the same thing, just a little less time with her because she's not as fit as what Trigger is. Yeah, gotta take her down now, get her set up. First time having her bridle back on. She's looking rather snazzy. First time doing that on as well. Putting the roller and the girth on her. Not too bad, but I'm out of breath, I'm hot. This shows how unfit I am, and I'm not stopping in between horses either. I've got her to do trickers done. I'm doing her now. And then, oh, fucking hell, Dixie, what's me out? I've got to rush around to go shopping, and then home, pick up Hayes, and then Adam's coming back later to do Apollo. So you sort of see the urgency because we need to rush. But let's get this one set up and going. Wait, where are you going? She knows what's happening. She says, you've done this to me 100 times. I know, well, you don't stop and just stand still. Now you've done it. I can't remember which. That's the one I don't want right now. That's the line I do want. Right. Girl, all set and ready, off we go.
With Dixie, what I was looking for on this session of long reining her was control, confidence and forwardness. So all this I was working on whilst remembering to keep my hands nice and soft with her. Obviously, if you watched the last vlog, you knew we did a little bit of working up at the top end of the school, in our corners, making sure we go past things that she finds a little bit uncomfortable with. And that's really what I was looking for from her. So asking her to do this before I'm literally keeping Dixie to long reining. She's going to do a few more weeks with the roller on, and then I'm going to put the saddle on and long rein her in the saddle. But she does go away very soon. Dixie could do this little dainty, flashy trot when she wants to, so it was quite nice to just sort of ask her to move forwards, but not also move forwards in the sense of I want speed, I wanted control. Now, the little bit before that, I corrected her on her bend, which is where you saw my hand just tweak a little bit more. But all this is exercise for Dixie, and it's also learning as well. Now, Dixie is a kind of horse that you have to keep her brain occupied. She's also the kind that thinks, if you give her too long to think about something, she can throw in some very interesting shapes. She also gives no warning when she's going to do anything either. She is not like Tricker, and she is not like Apollo. Apollo will puff her chest out and make her look 10 times bigger than what she really is. Trix shudders. Dixie gives absolutely no warning. She just does it. But this was nice work out of her. She did remain a little bit better than the day before, so it was quite nice to see her like this.
First of all, can we listen instead of just yanking on with me?
After a little while, Dixie started to yank into the bridle instead of just accepting that there was a little bit of pressure there on her mouth. So in the previous clip, you've seen that she was just pulling and just didn't really want to listen to the hand aids, which is not helpful, especially if I want her to be a ridden horse. But here, you will also see what I mean by she can throw some interesting shapes when I've given her too long to think about something. Now, as I said previously, she doesn't give any warning, but she is a very active horse. She uses her brain, she uses that part where she can think about, oh, if I get away with this, I'm not going to have to work. If I use this as an excuse, you're going to let me get away with it. Now, previously, I have done this with her. I've let her get away with quite a lot, and now she's starting to realise that even if she throws these shapes, she's still going to be continued to ask to work forwards. Now, that's something that she has to get used to. It's also something that I have to remember to get her to do. So asking up for the trot a little bit just to see how she goes, and then here we go. She thought, ha, you didn't ask in time, Mum. I'm going to play up a little bit. Sent her forward straight away. I went back, put her onto a circle, and got her to come back and listen. I did drop the rope. That was my fault. Couldn't keep hold of her and didn't think about the repercussions of that, because then she thought, ha, you can't send me forwards. Damn it. Once I picked up the back rope and sent her forwards again, back onto the circle, she then thought, no, I'm going to try it again, because she couldn't get away with it. And yeah, so then she was quite well behaved on going forwards. Now, it has taken me a lot of time to realise this. Obviously, it's harder with her sometimes.
Good. Well done. And you can walk. Come on, get on. Come on, it's only bear. Good girl. And walk. Walk. Go, walk on. Walk on. In your corner. In your corner. Good girl. That's it now. Not bad. A few things we need to work on. Come on. I normally let her have some grass, that's why I've undone her noseband, that's why Trix got hers noseband undone. That's enough. Come on. Left it on a good note going into the corners, because that is something that Dixie and I struggle with in the corners. But that was good for her, other than the few spats that we had about bending and that. But I can't really have a go because it is technically, realistically our first proper training session back. But very happy with her. She did work well. Come on, you have some grass in the sack. There you go. Now you can have some grass. Yeah, very happy. Get her up and get her untacked. Thank God I'm not doing Apollo yet. Apollo's being done this afternoon. But a good girl for her. Start rebuilding that top line.
Now I'm going to leave this vlog on some very pretty pictures of Adam with Apollo. I didn't film Adam with her working her. It was his first time taking her down to the school, but she was a good girl for him. He learnt very quickly on some of the things that I deal with when turning her out to the field, that I'm not over exaggerating, that she actually does pull like a tank when she wants to. But she was very, very good for him. She listens to him a lot better than she does to me. Anything you'd like to see on the next few vlogs, guys, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching.